Hello, my name is Julie Ramsey and welcome to Universal Life. In this session, some key points is Universal Life has flexible premiums. It also has an adjustable death benefit, which means later on if I decide I need more insurance coverage, then I can go through underwriting and increase the death benefit. I don't have to buy a separate policy. I can do it all in one policy. Later on, if I decide I'm at retirement, I don't need as much, I can reduce the death benefit. And Universal Life has two different death benefit options. Now, in learning Universal Life, it's very difficult to try to look at the text. I think it's very simple if we can put this together in a picture. Let's take a look. Here is our Universal Life policy. It's a bucket, right? The premiums that we pay go into that bucket. Now, we said the premiums are flexible. You get to decide how much money you put into that bucket. It's a flexible premium, so it's not scheduled where you have to pay a certain amount. Secondly, in this bucket, you'll notice that there is a guaranteed interest rate and a current interest rate. Now, what is that? Well, the insurance company credits interest into that bucket. Right? The guarantee is like the worst case scenario. We will pay at least this. Usually it's 3 or 4%. Now the current interest rate means they can pay more if they want to. So let's combine the two of these, right? If I'm putting premium into the bucket and I get to decide how much money to put into the bucket, the more I put in, the more my cash value is going to grow because of that interest that's making that bucket grow. Now lastly, let's take a look. Out of this bucket comes my mortality charges and administration expenses, and those come out of the bucket each and every single month. Why do we take something out of the bucket? Why not just sit there and let it grow? Well, this is life insurance, right? It has a death benefit, so you are funding that death benefit. So every month we take out, the insurance company takes out the cost of insurance, right? And each year as you get older, that cost of insurance increases. So it would be very wise to fund your bucket. When those premiums going in the first few years, that you pay more than the cost of insurance. Because that cost of insurance coming out is getting bigger and bigger, and my goodness, when you're 80 or 90 years old, the cost of insurance is quite large. So you'd want to build that bucket up, let the interest work for you so you can cover that cost of insurance. Now, Universal Life has two different death benefit options. Option 1, which is level, they may call it option A, and option A, or the level death benefit, maximizes the cash value. It really grows that bucket, right? Option 2, or they may call option B, is the increasing death benefit. Why is it increasing? Because the beneficiary gets both the face amount and the cash value. In all the other policies we've talked about, we had the death benefit, then we had the living benefits, and clients would say, well, I want the cash value. I want that to go to my beneficiary. And up until this point, we've always said, well, I'm sorry, that's not the way it works, right? Only the death benefit is paid. Well, not with this policy. If you have it on option 2 or option B, the increasing death benefit, the beneficiary gets both. Now, let's compare both of these, right? Let's say this is my level death benefit, option A, right? My death benefit does not change, and my cash value grows and grows and grows and grows. And when it gets too close, too tight to that death benefit, I hit what's called a corridor test. This is still regulated like life insurance, right? So there's certain tax tests that have to be met. So my cash value grows and grows, and my cash value cannot be more than my death benefit. So to be regulated and make sure we follow those regulations, we'll just bump up the death benefit. That's a good problem to have, right? My cash value has gotten so big, they had to increase my death benefit. However, look at option 2. Option 2 has an increasing death benefit. So think about this. Here's my death benefit. My cash value grows, my death benefit grows. My cash value grows, my death benefit grows. My cash value grows, my death benefit grows, right? The pure insurance protection, the amount of money the insurance company has to have on its reserves to pay the claim at any given time doesn't change. They always have to have that same amount of money. So which one in your mind do you think would have a higher cash value? which one would we take less out of the bucket? Option A, right? The level death benefit. If you want to be on option B, you can. That's great. It will increase your death benefit, but you'll probably have to fund more in the bucket. Now, in universal life, you can also take a withdrawal from that bucket. Now, notice this is called withdrawal, not a loan. There is no interest that's charged on a withdrawal. However, when I withdraw money out of my account, out of my bucket, it permanently reduces the cash value and death benefit. And you might say, well, why would somebody want to do that? What if they want to pay it back and restore their policy? Well, there are a lot of folks at retirement who don't need as high of a death benefit. And they don't care that they can't pay it back because that's not their intent. They love the idea of being able to just withdraw money out. No interest is charged, and it does reduce the policy, and they can use that money for some things while they are living. To recap universal life has flexible premiums. And we talked about the effect of flexible premiums. The more I put into my bucket, the bigger the cash value is going to be. It has an adjustable death benefit. I can get more coverage. I can reduce it later on. We talked about the two different death benefit options. Option 1 is level. It just pays the face amount. Option 2 is increasing, and it pays both the cash value and the face amount as the death benefit to the beneficiary. Thanks for joining me today in discussing universal life.